The small town of Parlier moving forward without a police chief. Last week, the city council voted to have police chief Jose Garza removed after he said he would not work without a contract. Garza spent 3.5 years as Parlier's PC. Before that, 36 years with the Fresno Police Department. I have asked Mr. Garza to join me on the show, but he did not get back to me or release a statement. So we do have the Parlier Mayor, Alma Beltran, joins me now. Mayor, welcome back to Sunday Morning Matters. How are you?
Fine. How are you, Alexon?
I'm good. So, Mayor, you said this was all budgetary from when it started. The police chief at the time was working without a contract since last October, and so he was working without that contract all up until last week. So what changed?
He wanted us to get him to renew the contract. He wanted to have a contract, for him to work for the city. So we weren't going to renew it because we needed to make sure that our measure would pass. So that's why we're hesitant to do it. But he had made
Measure Q. You're talking about Measure Q.
Yes.
What was his base salary, and then what did he want it to be?
Well, he's at over 180,000 with all the expenses that we pay out for him for his position, and he wanted another 5%. So what we decided to do is to make sure that we take care of the community first, to make sure we have more boots on the ground, and to cover the community because we only have 12 officers, with actually 13 officers and 1 lieutenant. So what our main priority was is to hire more officers and have our lieutenant step in as acting chief so we can be able to do that and afford it.
So last week we reported that in a phone conversation, Garza told one of our reporters that he quit rather than the city council removed him, but he quit because he wasn't the mayor's quote-unquote yes man. What's your response to that?
Well, this is the thing with a statement like that. He was working fine for 3.5 years until now. He's not my yes man. I think it was the other way around. We didn't do what he wanted us to do, so he was upset with the situation.
You were the first mayor in Fresno County to allow the city of Parlier to reopen during the pandemic in Fresno County, defying state orders. At the time, was Chief Garza against that decision, and that may have started some of the friction?
Yes, he was not happy with us opening up. He was constantly going around and having the officers go into the businesses. I didn't want to be too aggressive and do what some of the things that Fresno had done. That's their decision in Fresno, but we're a small community. It's a very critical situation for our businesses where they are barely making it, and we don't want to be the cause of their, failing with their business.
Will you hire a police chief, or are you going to leave it vacant for now?
I think we need to focus on his department as far as his overspending. So once we get that in order, and if Measure Q passes, then of course we're going to go back and have to hire a chief. We plan to not leave it this way. Right now we just have our lieutenant stepping in to help in this situation.
Just a couple of seconds here. Okay. How close are you to not having a police department?
Oh no, we are not losing our police department. There's no way. We are fine with our police department. There's no way we're going to go with the sheriffs. Not that they're not good, but we prefer to keep our own police department. That is not even crossing our mind.
All right, Mayor Alma Beltran over in Parlier. Appreciate it.
Thank you.